Welcome to Silent Abyss, also known as the area that houses platformers that use the JToH kit. Silent Abyss is a bit of a weird area since it's not connected to any ring, but rather it's connected to Lost River for some reason. I don't know, don't question it. It probably makes sense in the JToH lore that apparently exists. Steeple of Resort in Stasis is the first steeple, and well, I don't have much to say. Okay guys, at floor 3 you have to jump over the spinner or you'll take damage? No! Yeah, it's a fairly straightforward steeple, and that might be a bit of a common theme in this area. This steeple has no kill bricks, so that's a free half positive energy to us.
What the hell is half a positive energy? Like, is that just neutral energy? What the hell is it called positive energy?
JToH is next, and it's a tricky one. At floor 5, there's a completely RNG section with these kill brick boxes, but it's not too bad, since the odds of a kill brick box flying at you out of nowhere and bonking you while next to the button is fairly low judging from my runs on the tower. Then at floor 8, as long as you stay in the middle of this morpher, you won't take damage. And at floor 9, there's one last kill brick section that's annoyingly enough the hardest part. These kill bricks aren't hard to dodge, but you do have to pay close attention to where you are. And after that, there's basically no more damaging parts, making Tower of Artificial Intelligence possible damageless. Or, sorry, I meant Tower of... what's it called again? Whatever, that name works better anyway. I'm fairly confident there aren't any kill bricks in this steeple once again. So hey, another free steeple point. That's nice. There is no tower. So, how are you meant to complete a damageless? Well, I'll tell you. Instead of doing the boss fight at the end of the tower like Adamir thought I'd have to do, you can just choose the other ending and go up in the elevator, where there are no kill bricks that you have to avoid. Well hey, that was a lot easier than I expected. It's, another steeple with no kill bricks. It's like they're making this challenge too easy now. Again, this steeple has no kill bricks.
Okay, but why does the steeple feature the old ugly anthro model thing? Is there like an actual lore reason for this, or did the creator just think it'd be funny?
I need to add the screen showing that I beat this steeple, but I have nothing better to say. It's, another steeple with no kill bricks. Well, actually, there's this one kill brick at floor 1, but you just gotta jump over it at the right time. I'm starting to run out of things to say. This tower, once again, contains barely any kill bricks up until the boss fight. I'm starting to sense a pattern with the towers in this area. Similarly to There Is No Tower, you could do the boss fight if you're up for a challenge, but personally, I'm doing all of this for a video that's already way past a reasonable deadline, and I want to get it out of the way before the end of 2024, so just heli clip through this invisible wall, and when the boss sends out this attack, just move up the wedge, and when the boss stops attacking and this button appears, heli clip back in and press it. It's really that simple. And yeah, that's Tower of Shallow Waters. I have no idea how the tower name relates to the tower. Are there any kill bricks in this steeple? Well, other than the really easy one at floor 1. It doesn't matter anyway, since completing this steeple is, once again, a walk in the non-dangerous kill brick park. Tower Tenebrous Depths is up next, and it's an interesting one. Most of this tower is fairly boring to do damageless, but the main highlight is the boss fight at the end. This boss fight looks really complicated, but it's actually not, so let me break it down for you. Section 1 is fairly straightforward. For Section 2, I'd recommend staying in one spot and moving around a tiny bit to dodge the turrets rather than following them. Section 3 is also fairly straightforward, just don't touch the lasers and you'll be good. For Section 4, you have to pick one of these black holes and wait for the sun to pop out. If you notice that the sun doesn't pop up in your hole within 4 cycles, then move to the side by one hole. Then just get as many attacks on the sun at once as possible while dodging the turrets. And then for Section 5, it's pretty much a combination of all of the previous strategies. You want to firstly attack the first sun, then carefully squeeze through the turrets and attack the second sun. And well, if you manage to complete all that, then you have completed TOTD without taking damage. The long description may sound intimidating, but trust me, it's much simpler in game with practice. There are only a few kill bricks that you need to dodge in Steeple of Midnight Acropolis, mostly involving timing. I'll only say that at floor 4 you have to wait for this specific kill brick spinner thing to pass before you can jump, but other than that, it's basically same old, same old. And the final steeple of the video, and Silent Abyss, Steeple of Malignant Blight. Once again, barely any kill bricks, you just have to not fall and you'll be good. I guess that's a great way to end Silent Abyss. And that's Silent Abyss absolutely destroyed. All 13 of the steeples and towers are possible to complete without ever taking a hit of damage, and honestly this was probably the easiest area to clear with an extremely low attempt count. I guess the No Damage series influence has finally caught up, huh?
Wait, that's it? I waited over a year for this part to come out, and I don't even get to see Ashen Tower Works? What the hell?
Okay, well, yeah, this part did take a while to come out. Honestly, there are so many reasons I could go over to explain why this part took as long as it did, but to be honest, I highly doubt many of you care. I'll make a separate video eventually talking about that and some other things, so be on the lookout for that, assuming I actually make it. As for the release of Part 8, geez, I honestly have no idea yet. The initial plan was to make the part contain Purgatorio, Ashen Tower Works, and the Story Contest subrealm, but I'm not sure when either of the unreleased areas are going to come out, so I think I'll have to refrain from doing that combination of towers. So perhaps I'll go back to the spatial system. I'll have to wait and see how the JToH staff handle updates in the following months, but for now, expect Zone 3, Pit of Misery, and Zone 4 for the next part.
I'm not beating Tower of Vacant Hindrances before anybody asks. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in 2025, knowing my horrible upload schedule. But anyway, remember everyone, stay in school, don't do drugs, and try to communicate with your audience if you have one. It's probably for the better. I'll see you in the next one.